And at this time, I'd like to announce the starting 11 for both squads. First, for visiting West Coast FC. So, in goal, number 1, Martin Cortez. Defender, number 5, Adrian Valencia. Defender, number 6, Kevin Lynn. Defender, number 18, Nico Roman. Defender, number 12, Gio Donaro. In midfield, number 19, Case Giants. Also in midfield, number 13, Alexis Allen. Defender, number 15, Miles Monroe. The forwards, number 7, Michael Peters. Number 10, Jackson Cho. And number 14, Nathaniel Vega. West Coast FC Seoul is coached by Kelsey Trinidad. And now the starting 11 for your Iron FC. In goal, number 1, Antonio Camacho. Defender, number 3, Jimmy Hiroka. Defender, number 4, Matthew Daniel. Defender wearing number 18, Chris Saka. Your defensive midfielders, number 22, Gustavo Riero. And number 23, Elian Gomez. And central midfield, our captain, number 10, Roberto Hagen. Left midfielder, number 21, Hamid Safi. And right midfield, number 9, Quentin Petku. And our strikers for today's match, number 11, Diego Nunez. And number 8, Salim Silva. And let's see, we're coached by Daniel Sudik, assisted by Victor Leva, Mauricio Cavallo, Gus Aguirre, and Daniel Carvajal. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you're able, we ask that you please rise and face the flag at the north end of the stadium as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And don't forget to join us at Autograph and Lead at the South End of the Stadium. Near the gates to meet the players and get autographs after the men's match. Fans once again along the raffle at the snack bar. Being sponsored by the 2012 B-19 Rebels. You walk out your aisles at the field. So purchase our raffle tickets. We'll have a raffle at halftime of the women's game later this evening. Save made by Antonio Camacho. North Coastal FC. Winnipeg Islanders FC.
We are live here on the League for Clubs on the National Soccer Network. Got Iron Rose FC in a battle near the bottom of the table with North Coast FC Seoul, two teams that have been languishing thus far in the League for Clubs season. In the NorCal Conference, North Coast FC coming in 13th and dead last, just one win on the year for them, trying to battle against the home side Iron Rose FC. As the hosts have a free kick here, lofted toward the box and out for a goal kick. Iron Rose coming in at 3-0-7 this season. Actually ranked last in the NorCal Conference in scoring. Some goals have been hard to come by, but a few timely wins have them in eighth place. North Coast FC Seoul, on the other hand, have had a couple of close results. It did win their first game of the year 2 games ago against Yuba FC. Been told they have just one sub today, trying to get a win, end their season on a high note. Iron Rose back in possession here as we enter the 10th minute of the first half. Ball played long, sailed out wide. It'll be a throw to the visitors. North Coast FC wearing the red and blue striped shirts. Iron Rose in their home whites here at West Park High School. Trying to bounce back from 2 losses. Actually haven't scored in their last 2 games. Fell 5-0 to Bay Valley Suns and 7-0 to San Ramon Valley. Just trying to get back in the win column. Certainly a team that hasn't been in good form they're facing in North Coast FC, but as I mentioned, they got to win just 2 games ago and lost 1-2, but Iron Rose FC coming down this left channel, cross whip toward the back post. Rolls out for a goal kick. North Coast hasn't been a great season for them. Like I said, lost by just 1 to San Rafael in their last game. Won the game before that over Yuba FC. The players to keep an eye on up front for both teams. North Coast FC, Jackson Cho, he's got 3 goals, leads them in scoring this season. Was one of the 3 goal scorers in that Yuba FC win. Sliding challenge that time by Chris Saka for Iron Rose. Pokes the ball forward, but it rolls all the way back to Martin Cortez, who's in goal for the visitors. Iron Rose have a throw going forward here. Ref just wanting them to retake it. They'll get play restarted. A foul that time. Off the ball, poked out for a North Coast throw. North Coast in possession in their back line. Limited team, as I mentioned. Here's Gio DeMaro. Some early possession here in the 13th minute for North Coast. Tomorrow out wide. Maybe make a foray forward. Ball played centrally. Back to Cortez in goal. Tomorrow again. Iron Rose, you can see, just making a sturdy shape defensively, not trying to let that entry pass that could allow North Coast to break forward. But here they come down the left wing. Ball played on the ground, but no one there at the back post. It'll roll out for an Iron Rose throw. Minutes gone. Here's Kevin Wynn wearing the number 6 shirt. 2 goals in the year for him. Looks like he's occupying that kind of central space there. Dropping a little bit deeper. You can see him pointing, just guiding his teammates around. That's what a player of his caliber will have to do. Iron Rose win it back. Trying to play it forward now for Diego Nunez. Scored a few goals this season. Quentin Petque finds Nunez. Tries to swing it out wide, but overhits it. North Coast trying to settle it near midfield. One back well that time, and a clattering challenge will give Iron Rose a throw. Played forward quickly that time by Gustavo Ribeiro. Ref pulled it back. He's going to reset things. Here's Saka. Matthew Daniel, one of the center backs for Iron Rose, along with Ila Glubvis, who tries to switch play. It's hit first time, but mishit. Swung all the way up to the other side that time by Petque. It's a difficult one to hit on the volley. I think he was just trying to maybe smash it into the box, but out instead for a North Coast throw. Here's Saka. Petque for Ribeiro. Turns and plays forward. Here's Roberto Hategan. Cross low, top of the box. Taken away well that time by North Coast. Could have been a dangerous cross for Hategan, a potential opportunity to hit it from the top of the box that time. Visitors back in possession. Jockeying forward is Petque. Wins it that time. Now bursting down this left-hand side. What a run this is, and taking off the ball. Nico Rahman back there for North Coast. Decent bit of defending after it was a good run by Petque to get forward. Both these teams feeling each other out through the first 18 minutes. Ball all the way through to Cortez in goal, I think. forward there for Iron Rose, might have been offside. Again, North Coast just trying to possess it, really get themselves comfortable in this game in possession. Obviously, if you can win that battle, it can lead to good results for you, and simply not allow Iron Rose to get involved on the counterattack, especially when you are a side as limited with bench depth as North Coast is here today. Winning that possession battle, slowing the game down, saving your legs for the later stages isn't a half bad strategy. Ball played forward here, rolled through. It's a good through ball. This could be the first chance of the game. The shot on goal, and it's wayward in the end. It was a difficult one to take on there by Nathaniel Lubega. It was a good through ball forward. First big chance of the game for North Coast. Saka clips that one forward. Another good through ball here. Now Iron Rose trying to bring some numbers forward, but the ref's flag goes up and it's offside instead. See a couple of strikers up there for Iron Rose. Petku, one of them. Already seen him run down the left-hand side. Roberto Hategan is the other one. He's the star of this home side. Hategan, 4 goals, leads the team, is tied for 7th in the NorCal Conference. Scored their last goal, which was also against Yuba FC. Not a positive result for Iron Rose in that game compared to North Coast. They lost 3-1, but Hategan did score. Has 4 of this team's 10 goals. They've been hard to come by this season. Back in possession now is North Coast. Now wide, here's Michael Pedris, tries to swing it, switch the play. There's a foul as he made that pass, so a free kick. Chance to get a few numbers forward again here. North Coast FC Seoul searching for their 2nd win. Nearing the end of the NorCal Conference season. It'll be Win over to take it, wearing that captain's armband for the visitors. Going to get his space. Ends up taking the free kick quickly. Ref going to have them do it again, though, because he was heeding Win's request for 10 yards, but then North Coast tried to take the free kick quickly. Does so again, just plays it back. Win now lifts it toward the left side, headed forward, but no one on the end of it that time. Goal kick for Iron Rose. It's always an interesting free kick strategy, opting to go short and then sort of recross it back, because that ball is intercepted. Dangerous pass forward that time, but Iron Rose can reset with it. Daniel. There is Antonio Camacho, the goalkeeper for Iron Rose, has been pretty much the entire season. They've switched for a couple of games, but Camacho is the main man in net for the team in white. I mentioned going back to that free kick for North Coast FC. It's always a risky one as there's a crunching challenge and referees going to issue a booking here. It's like potentially Rahman over there. I think the chance there's a few players in it. Iron Rose will win a free kick now. I mentioned the difficulty it can be to take those free kicks short and try and recross them back in. It's sometimes better to just pump it in first time when you have the free opportunity. Iron Rose tries to poke this one toward goal. It's cleared away and managed to keep it in play that time. North Coast, some good defending back there. But a good opportunity off the free kick there for the home side. Iron Rose breaking back forward. Couldn't quite get on the end of that one, though, and it'll be Cortez to try and calm things down for North Coast. I'll play it forward. Turning now is Jackson Cho. Trying to go between a couple of defenders, tripped up, and ref will blow up for a foul. Saka back there was the one who committed it. It's an opportunity from the outside of the box. Wynn will trot over to take it again. 2 in the wall for Iron Rose. Don't think Wynn will try and get a shot off here, but you never know. Obviously, Camacho is going to ensure his near post is protected, try and guard that middle of the goal for any cross. Wynn chips it toward the far post. It's a good free kick. There was an open man there, but the header over the goal, so danger averted that time for the home side.
And we're going to have a quick water break, and we'll be getting right back to the action.
Ref blowing up here. We'll have a pause for a water break. Obviously, the hot conditions here in June. I mentioned we're reaching the end of the season. So 26 minutes in, they'll let both teams get a brief rest, as is standard protocol when you've got the temperatures where they're at. Both these teams I mentioned trended toward the bottom of the league this year. North Coast FC lost their first 5 games of the season, picked up a draw against Fuego under 23s, but then lost 3 more before that win over Yuba, and then losing their most recent game against CF San Rafael. It's been a tough go for them. They're 11 goals, the second fewest in the NorCal Conference, second to Iron Rose FC, whose stats look a little bit unflattering, but do have 3 wins on the year. Have lost their last 3 matches since a 2-1 win over Afghan Premier. Chance for North Coast to try and end their season on a high note. Iron Rose FC does have one more game. They'll play next Saturday. A week from now, they'll end their year at home here at West Park High School. Play resumes. Ball lofted forward toward Diego Nunez. He's able to track it down here. Nunez going one-on-one. Cuts inside, looking for a shot. It's blocked. Trickles out for an Iron Rose throw. So good quick response off the water break there. Ball lofted in toward the penalty spot. It was taken down, but foul called that time against Iron Rose. So no chance for a header off on goal. Petku was up there to try and challenge for it. He's made some nice runs from that deeper spot in midfield. North Coast sending it forward. Well collected that time well by Cho, but he couldn't quite make the turn. Still 0-0 between these two sides, entering the 30th minute. Both teams a couple of decent chances. That good through ball forward that set up a nice strike on goal that just wasn't able to be put on target. That one struck from range and was always going to be a difficult one. Carries through the goalpost. Harmless in the end. Iron Rose has made some nice breaks forward. Got called off sides a couple of times. Had that cross just a minute ago, where I believe it was Salim Salama up there who committed the foul in the box and wasn't able to have a chance to bring the ball down, get a strike on net. So an even matchup so far. Both teams trying to find the breakthrough. All played forward here, trying to turn that time was Cho, taken off it well by Matthew Daniel, who will happily let his keeper restart things for Iron Rose. Daniel clips that one. And again, you see both teams taking their time in possession, not looking too rushed to try and break forward. Iron Rose has been more actively looking for some of these long balls as that one rolls all the way through to Cortez in net. Salama chasing that one. He's been kind of the main guy who's tried to stretch this North Coast defense, along, of course, with Hategan, who's given a little bit more freedom as that number 10. He's more of the creator up there. You've got Nunez as the other striker who wins it back here, tries to find Hategan, but it's intercepted. Almost a dangerous moment there for North Coast FC. Dancing with it. And winning a foul that time is Win. Gloves is having a word with the referee. Win actually going down here, so see if he gets any treatment as having a conversation with the official, helped to his feet by the referee. I think Win's okay. Maybe some embellishment to try and have a chat with the official about the physicality of this game, but gets things back going. Plays it out wide. DeMario. Forward here for Pedris. Switches the play well. Trying to take it down this left channel. Cross comes in low. Goes through a couple of players and poked out by Glovevis, but it will go out for a North Coast FC corner. Player down near that near post. Camacho checking on him. It was a bit of a collision between a couple of players. Good sportsmanship there from Antonio Camacho, the goalkeeper for Iron Rose, is making sure the North Coast player is okay there. It was a bigger collision as that ball was driven in, managed to trickle through 3 or 4 guys toward that far post. No one was there on the end of it. So hopefully both players okay. Shame Glove's managed to hook that out for a throw, so a less risky situation for Iron Rose to deal with defensively. Let's see if North Coast FC tries to throw it in the box. They'll take it short. Brought down, looking for a cross. This is Alexis. Ion gets turned away. DeMario couldn't find anybody. Here's Win again, though. Good skill. Plays it forward. Cross can come in here for Pedris. Hooks it toward the back post. There's a man there. It's headed away, though. Iron Rose can get it clear. Look maybe to counter. And again, another collision and another free kick. A lot of physicality here in this first half. In the 35th minute, so just over 10, and you have to expect some added time to be played in this first half as well. North Coast FC winning possession back after Iron Rose tried to switch it there. Seen a couple of dangerous passes by both sets of defenders when they have been in possession. Obviously, given both teams' willingness to just possess, and particularly North Coast FC's willingness to slow things down, not look for an early ball just to look for one. They're clearly trusting of their defenders in possession and passing the ball and keeping the flow of their ball control moving. But if they can slip up, that could be a chance for Iron Rose to really pounce. Iron Rose, conversely, have looked for an early long ball. They get forward here. They've got a runner. Chance here, and it's poked out for a corner. It was Nunez, made a really nice curling run to get on the end of that. Couldn't get the shot off, though. And again, nice last-ditch defending there for North Coast, and they have a corner, and it will give Iron Rose a corner, and over to take it, Jose Gonzalez. That's coming off the bench for Iron Rose. Left footer, curled toward the other side of the penalty spot, able to be cleared. Saka trying to get a foot to it, but turns it out of play. Iron Rose winning it back in their final third. Here's Ribeiro. Ball rolled forward. Flag stays down for now, and out to get it well is Cortez. And the flag does indeed go up. Another potential run there for Iron Rose, just mistimed a little bit, leading to that offside decision. It was Salim Salama again. Nice heads-up goalkeeping for Cortez to take it off his feet, obviously working with the benefit of knowing that Salama was offsides. But still some nice goalkeeping there. And if Salama can time one of those runs, he can certainly get in behind this North Coast FC defense. Just hasn't been able to manage it yet as we enter the 40th minute here in this first half. Salama trying to make a run. He's in an offside position yet again there. Camacho finds Ribeiro that time. Saka. Misplayed pass intended there for Ahmad Safi is we have North Coast throw in their attacking third. Ball played out wide into the box. Good chance here for North Coast, and I think the flag was ultimately raised that time on the forward. It was indeed. So another offside decision. Both sets of forwards just trying to time their runs. I believe that was Lubega that time. But Iron Rose turning it over. North Coast left wing. Trying to possess it a little bit. Here's Jackson Cho. Turns. Who can he find? It's a good ball forward, but a mistimed first touch. Turns it back over to Iron Rose, who again just trying to spring in their two center forwards really quickly off of any turnover they get. Safi. Ribeiro. Curls a good ball forward. Chance to get in behind here and put a shot on target maybe for Iron Rose. Into the box with it, and the whistle is blown, and it's a penalty for the hosts. And with a few minutes left in this first half, Iron Rose wins a penalty. It was a great ball forward. The turn, there's been a ton of contact in this first half. And Roberto Hategan, the captain, is going to take it for Iron Rose to try and put them ahead in their penultimate game of the regular season. Hategan, I mentioned it, 4 goals. He leads this team. He's the captain of this team. Not much more of a reliable man from the spot than you'd want in the attacking midfielder. Ref just checking things over with Martin Cortez in goal to try and deny Hategan. Cortez fixing his gloves. He's ready. Ref's ready. Hategan's ready. It's Roberto Hategan for Iron Rose, and it's saved! Cortez guesses right, It wasn't a super well hit penalty, kept on the ground, but Cortez getting to it well and keeps this game tied at 0-0. Iron Rose trying to capitalize still with possession in this final third. That cross hit toward the penalty spot and headed wide of the post, and the flag was up once again on Iron Rose. So big save for Martin Cortez in goal for North Coast FC. They keep things level, and how will that affect the rest of the game? It's get on the psyche of the hosts potentially missing an opportunity where there hasn't been too many for either team in this first half as we tick toward the final 30 seconds of normal time. We'll have a few minutes of stoppage time, I'm sure. That ball played forward. Clipped inside near the top of the box. Cleared away. But for Iron Rose, we'll just have to keep their heads held high. They created that chance. They've had some nice through balls forward. They've gotten into the box a couple of times, been whistled for offside several times in this first half, but they have created some offensive momentum. Can they still capitalize on it despite the missed penalty? Globvis forward for Iron Rose. That ball's hooked toward the top of the box, settled down. Still a chance for Iron Rose here. Driving inside. Still within the penalty spot, trying to get a shot off. Ref keeps his whistle in his mouth that time. It was Hatagan again who curled around a defender and went down, but not getting a second penalty call there. Iron Rose FC. The ball's played back in added time now in this first half. Here's DeMario. Trying to play that one forward, trying to win it. Instead, surrenders a free kick to Iron Rose FC. Here's Ribeiro back in possession, and time ticking away here in this first half. And for North Coast FC, well, you have the momentum play now heading into halftime by making that save. They've looked relatively solid in defense. Part of Iron Rose getting so many offside calls is credit to North Coast FC for holding their line, not getting nervous with players like Salim Salama and Diego Nunez lurking. So credit goes to their defenders as well, as they try to steal a win away from home. Would be just their second of the season. Camacho punts that one long. Nearly a keeper-to-keeper punt that time by Antonio Camacho. Cortez trying to do the same thing here. Instead puts it down. Will do it with his feet. Sends that one long, and the ref will blow his whistle for the end of the first half. So after a saved penalty, we're all square between Iron Rose FC and North Coast FC Seoul. We'll see if either team can find a separator in the second half. You are watching the League for Clubs on the National Soccer Network.
Kid Zone, sponsored by InShape Fitness, located in the campus entry corridor. You can also support Roseville Soccer by visiting their snack bar, located near the gym entrance. You can also purchase raffle tickets. We'll be having a raffle at halftime of the women's game. The raffle sponsored by the 20.
If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Welcome back to the League for Clubs here on the National Soccer Network. Iron Rose FC in a 0-0 bout with North Coast FC Seoul, who denied the host from the penalty spot. It was Martin Cortez saving an attempt from the penalty spot from Roberto Hategan, which kept these sides level. Jack Knowlton on the call for you guys here tonight. Both teams looking for a win near the end of the season here in the NorCal Conference, and what a moment that could be for North Coast FC if they can steal this one on the road, and that penalty save would be a big reason for it. That was the key moment in the first half. Both teams created a fair bit of chances. It was Iron Rose FC called off sides a few times. North Coast FC had a few good balls forward themselves. Haven't quite had that final product when they've gotten the opportunities to take shots, floated a couple over the goal, have missed some wide, but it's Iron Rose FC bursting forward here into the box. Flank stakes down, it's Hategan, and it's saved again by Cortez. And what an early moment that was. Ball was flicked out for a goal kick, but Roberto Hategan, the attacking midfielder, so dangerous for Iron Rose FC, was in behind again. Just couldn't steer another shot toward goal. Martin Cortez quickly becoming the savior for North Coast FC. This is a team that, though they've lost 9 games, won just once, they have a draw as well. They haven't been thoroughly battered in too many games. Lost 5-0 to Rush SC, but all their games other than they have a 4-0 defeat to Napa Valley FC as well. But all their other games have been 2-goal, 1-goal defeats. They've been in the thick of it for many of their games. Have hung around with some good teams. Had a 1-4 result to Oakland SC. They get forward here. The shot comes in, and it's saved by Camacho. Bursting forward that time was North Coast FC, determined to put one in. As I talk about their losing record, they win a corner. Also a 4-1 defeat to Oakland SC, which, for comparison, that was a 7-1 loss for Iron Rose a couple of weeks ago. Oakland SC, a very dangerous scoring team. But it's that defense of North Coast that can help them. Can their attack do the same? Now Iron Rose trying to come down on the counter here. It's Diego Nunez driving forward. Nunez in the box. Nunez swings one toward the far post. It was a difficult attempt already. He was being driven away from goal. The angle was kind of being closed by a defender and had to try to hook it around him. Missed that one wide. Cortez will take the goal kick. Wider is the substitute. Ryvan Breichka for Iron Rose tries to play it in toward Nunez. He's made some nice runs in this game so far, Diego Nunez. One goal to his name this season, scored all the way back in that 3-1 win for Iron Rose over Rush SC. Hategan trying to get around a defender. Cortez will just clear it away. North Coast back in possession near midfield. That one's intercepted, and you saw North Coast have some good composure in the first half, but Iron Rose has intercepted a few passes here. They get forward now. Nunez cuts it back. Nunez, left foot, chips it far post. Chance to be settled and hit and blocked away. Still a chance. Hategan trying to curl it in for a couple of teammates, but only finds the gloves of Cortez. Iron Rose trying to come back forward with it now. 5 minutes played in this second half. It's been the home side with the better of the two chances. That one's saved in well, kept in play well that time. And a foul against Iron Rose. There it was Ahmad Safi challenging for it. North Coast trying to create their first chance of the second half. It's one back. Here's Hategan. Chance to turn. Runners ahead of him. Nunez is offside again. That one initially cleared up field. Ref's just going to let it play on, and now we'll blow up. Playing advantage on an offside call. Going to get some appeals for that one. Haven't seen that too many times. Obviously, you can play advantage typically when a foul is committed and the attacking team's able to persevere through it and keep the ball going forward. I haven't seen it too often on an offside call where the attacking team wins possession back quickly and then the whistle comes up for offside. You can see that as often, but nevertheless, a free kick for North Coast. Go long, good ball forward, can't quite be taken down. Now he's here. Good upfield and run on the way out for a North Coast throw. Yep.
on the air.
North Coast back in possession, winning a free kick, trying to play that ball forward. One back by Iron Rose, cleared out for a throw for the visitors. Ball one back, played forward quickly. It's Iron Rose trying to come forward, and once again, flag raised for offside. North Coast trying to go forward. Ball cleared away by Camacho. Iron Rose back in possession. Ball played forward, looking for a long ball there, trying to send Breichka in. Here's Hatagan. Right wing, crosses it toward the back post, steered away. Ball played to the top of the box, shot comes in. It was a decent effort by Jose Gonzalez. Tough one through a little bit of a crowd there. Had to settle it quickly. Didn't have time to get the necessary power on it. North Coast back in possession. Want to throw in the final third. They've created a little bit more attacking momentum. North Coast, a couple of subs are going to come in. Juan Maldonado making his way in for Iron Rose.
Substitution for Iron Rose FC in the 57th minute.
All settled near the goal line. Last touched out of play that time by North Coast. It'll be an Iron Rose throw. So again, another chance averted for the home side. How wide is this? Safi. All bouncing near the top of the box. Trying to get it clear, and Iron Rose winning back possession. Got it in the midfield. Taken turns, tries to send a teammate long, and Maldonado knew that time he was offside. Maldonado taking a spot up front. A couple of the reserves in there for Iron Rose FC. Trying to maybe be difference makers, trying to mix it up as well, maybe with a little bit of pressure to try and put North Coast FC under a little bit. They've been relatively comfortable. It's only been unforced errors really that have led to some Iron Rose chances. That they've created when possessing it in their defensive third in this game. And Rose, you have those kind of two strikers with an attacking mid playing off of them. There's got to be a clear communication between that group if they're going to commit to pressing or if they're going to sag off and play a little bit deeper. Forward now, here's Michael Pedris. Alexis Ian. Intercepted again. Good defending by Aaron Rose. The long range strike was on there. It was a speculative effort that time. You had Martin Cortez out of his net. It was a quick turnover and tempting for the shot from near half field. That might have been a risky play there, given Iron Rose had some numbers coming forward. But you see with this build-up play by North Coast FC, they're able to establish a pretty high line. They bring their defenders up naturally in possession, and then even when they turn it over, it's hard for Iron Rose to get in behind quickly without being offside. As here's Breichka challenging for it, wins a throw, takes it quickly, clipped toward the back post. It's over the head that time of player crashing there for Iron Rose. So quick attack, nothing doing that time. Now switches on here. Chance to play it forward for North Coast. Possessing it out wide here. Sliding challenge comes in. Wins the throw, but a good tackle there by Iron Rose FC. Does give North Coast a throw. 61st minute of action. Still knotted at 0-0. These two teams looking for positive results near the end of this NorCal Conference season. Ball played toward the back post. Chance to settle. It trickles over the byline, though, and goal kick. Iron Rose. Excuse me, it didn't go over the byline. Instead, cleared away, so it'll be out for a throw, actually, for North Coast FC. Cross-lofted in. Headed down. Hatagan just thumps it clear. Player trying to run onto it. Instead, ref blows his whistle. There's a player down for Iron Rose back in their defensive third. Not sure who that is, but get him some attention. Hope he's all right there for the hosts. Ref will take this time to take a water break. Took one in the first half, around 25 minutes in. It's a standard procedure in hot conditions, obviously in approaching mid-June here in California. It can get quite scorching out there on the pitch. It's natural for players to have a break. They'll have the time added on at the end of the game, which could be crucial given really nothing separating these two teams. North Coast FC came in 13th place. They were last in the NorCal Conference. They're looking for a good result in their final game. Iron Rose will play one more back here next week at West Park High School against FC Davis to end their season. Has been too much better from Iron Rose FC. Just 3-0-7 goals have been very hard to come by for this team. They've scored just 10 all year. Conceded 35 as well, which is the second most in the conference. a positive result for them going into that FC Davis match. If they can rattle off 2 more wins, they lost a combined 12-0 in their last 2 games prior, as we're back underway here. That ball taken dangerously by Cortez. Trusted his skills that time to chest that one down. Had an Iron Rose player crashing toward him. Here's Safi out wide for the substitute Breichka. Played forward. Hatagan has a little space to dance into the box. Hatagan takes the shot on. It's blocked. Ball cleared into the visitors' tent. Thankfully for both teams, got the tent set up over there. Don't have to sit out on the bench in the heat. Ball taken down. Here's Safi trying to play it forward. Again, that through ball just not able to be met. Some good defending there by North Coast. They come back up the other way. Ball into the box, able to be collected by Camacho. It's Logan Jimenez out there on the wing for North Coast FC substitute. He's made some good runs, stretched the play really well. It's had some space to work with there. Could be an attacking avenue for the rest of this game. Breichka. Hatagan makes a nice run around him. Hatagan into the box. Hatagan chips it toward the near post, rolls it toward the near post rather, and it was cleared away. So a corner for Iron Rose. A couple of nice runs forward by Hatagan. Working with the substitute Breichka. Corner taken quickly. Lofted toward the back post. Appeals for a handball. Referee waves them off. And Rose have had a couple of appeals for additional penalties. They wasted their first opportunity from the spot in the first half. It was Hatagan who missed it. Saved by Martin Cortez, who's made some nice plays in net for North Coast FC. All played out wide. Chance to go forward now. Attempted shot blocked. A second effort is hit wide. And took a deflection on its way wide, so a corner now for North Coast. It's a good effort that time by Christian Ventura. It took a deflection on its way through, still near that left post. In swinging corner. Both teams haven't had too many corner kick opportunities in this game. Can North Coast take advantage? Ball doesn't clear the first man. Trying to recycle it at the top of the box. Lofted back in. Looked clear not too confidently and spins out for a throw. It's Breichka back there. He's been on that right wing, for Iron Rose. Drifted back to do some defending. Another in-swinging corner opportunity here for North Coast. 68th minute now. Still 0-0 between these two teams. Camacho trying to command his net. That ball's toward the near post. Was hit low. Took a couple of deflections, but out for a goal kick. The ref, I think, going to allow for another water break to be taken here. Both teams get cooled off. Iron Rose, they get to cool around for their players. They're trying to find that decisive goal. Both teams have had a chance down this near side flank with North Coast, their left wing, and Iron Rose's right wing, respectively. Roberto Tegan's made some really nice runs. He's looked unfazed since, of course, missing from the penalty spot in the first half. Worked well with the substitute, Ryvan Birchka. Wearing that number 15 shirt for Iron Rose. Just hasn't been too many clear-cut chances for Tegan when he's made those kind of overlapping runs down that right channel. He's tried to cut back in. That can be so difficult to cut it back, especially if it's your weaker left foot, to try and get shots on goal. You're shooting from an angle, so the goalie already can cut off their near post. You have to try and chip it toward the far post, and those can be really difficult shots to put on target. And the crosses just haven't been met yet for either team. They've had a couple opportunities when they get down the channels to cross it in low, chipping a couple as well. But still, that penalty has been the obvious best chance of the game for either team, and yet the score remains at 0-0 as we resume play here on the League for Clubs on the National Soccer Network. Iron Rose and North Coast deadlocked at 0-0, and there's a turnover. North Coast able to win it back in their final third. The long-range shot comes in, but again, those long-range efforts have not been on target for North Coast all game. And Rose trying to go along with it now. Ball carries out for a North Coast throw. This getting things restarted. Misplaces that pass, though. I'll play toward the center of the park. It's Kevin Wynn. I haven't heard his name. I haven't called his name too many times in this second half. Wynn, he's got 2 goals to his name this season. Had showed some really good skill in the first half. Probably needs to be more involved if North Coast wants to break the deadlock. They've got some space on his right-hand side, and that cross just completely mishit. Curls out for a throw all the way on the other wing for Iron Rose. Iron Rose can't quite execute that throw, though, and speared out of play that time by Ribeiro, who's sort of hobbling a little bit after stretching for that ball. In the hot conditions, you can cramp up a lot easier, and muscles are a lot more tight. And now Ribeiro actually is going to go down. The ref will bring things to a halt again. Hopefully Ribeiro can get a stretch in, hopefully be all right. Getting some assistance there from Alexis Ion for North Coast. Obviously, these players may be competitors, but you know, whether it's a cramp or just a slight muscle strain, all of them have gone through it. They know what Ribeiro is feeling at the moment. So good sportsmanship there, and hopefully the number 22 shirt for Iron Rose can be all right. Bureau back to his feet. It's going to be helped off. Pitch, a sub will come in for Iron Rose. So resume play again here. 75th minute of action. Certainly will be some added time when we reach the full 90. Nico Raman trying to send that ball forward. Does, and it's poked clear by Eli Glubvis, and out again for a throw, and actually last touch by North Coast. So it'll be a throw deep in the defensive third for Iron Rose FC. A little bit of gamesmanship there. Iron Rose tried to take the throw. It was Hatagan over there to take it, and Nico Raman just dropped the ball, but happened to drop it off of his foot. A little bit of stoppage, obviously. North Coast, just one win and one draw to their name. Could they be happy potentially living with the draw? It's felt like Iron Rose has had a bit more of the better chances in this second half. There have been too many clear-cut ones for either team, but does one team decide to just shut up shop and live with a 0-0 draw? Will remain to be seen. Here is North Coast back in possession. Adrian Valencia there. Had it out wide, played it back to his keeper. Here he is again. Forward that time for Ventura. Christian Ventura has made some nice plays from an attacking mid position since coming in. Mentioned at the top, North Coast is without many of its reserves, playing a really thin rotation for this game. And we talked about the heat factor. There's so much energy being burned by these players without too much reprieve of a substitute. So how could that affect North Coast late in this game? That through ball only finds the hands of Antonio Camacho. Sends it long. A collision there. Ref doesn't blow up. Ball into the box. Rolled for Hatagan at the top of the box. Leaves it for Breichka. Potential shot opportunity here. Side netting. Ruben Breichka. It was a good overlapping run as a player down now for North Coast on the far side. Hopefully he's okay. Hatagan initially took it off of Breichka when that ball was rolled toward the top of the box. Just kind of held it up and then waited for Breichka to make the overlapping run, which he did smartly. But again, was kind of, his momentum was sort of taking him toward that byline, that goal line for Iron Rose, and that makes any shot so difficult. You try and chip it near post, the goalkeeper can really overplay that because it's so hard to curl an effort toward the far post on the left. Breichka looked like did try to sort of dink it past Cortez, who, in addition to being in an advantageous position there, has also had a really good game for North Coast, and instead Breichka was only able to poke it past him for this into the side netting, which harmless in the end if you're North Coast, as player gets some attention over there on that far side, get a sub, and play will resume. Iron Rose coming forward with it now. Challenge there. Nothing from the referee. Looked out of play, last touch by Iron Rose. Determines the ref anyway. Nice 1-2. Iron Rose turn a shot off of this. It's taken away, but a foul. One well by the home side.
Free kick. Iron Rose FC.
A free kick opportunity for Iron Rose FC near the top of the box. Could certainly potential to hit this. It was Alex both winning it. Normally plays in defense. Has had some good runs coming in. Substitute here today. Hatagan over it. One other for Iron Roses as well. 5 in the wall for North Coast. Hatagan hits it. It takes a deflection, and it's in the back of the net. And this time, Roberto Hatagan does strike from a set piece, and Iron Rose go up 1-0. Well, it wasn't the dream free kick Hatagan might have been looking for. Went right into the wall, but that deflection was too difficult for Cortez to readjust to. You could see him start to anticipate that ball curling around the wall toward more the middle of the goal, and instead the deflection took it into the left-hand side of the net and puts Iron Rose up 1-0. Hatagan will claim it. It was going to be on target anyway, so he can chalk that up for his 5th goal of the season. Continues to lead this Iron Rose FC team in scoring and puts them up 1-0 here with 10 minutes and change to play. What a response it has been from Roberto Hatagan since that missed penalty. I believe the flag was up for offside that time, so Iron Rose will launch that free kick into the California sky. Can they add a second here before the end of the game? That cross toward the back post, no one there. Curl all the way up for a North Coast throw. Now if you're North Coast, a team that has conserved its energy due to its lack of subs, they've played a little bit more disciplined. Now we're going to have to start launching balls forward. As Iron Rose try to go forward again here. There were a few players offside, I think, that time. Again, those quick turnovers you have to have the awareness to get back onside quickly. That was Jose Gonzalez who played that ball across the box. Substituting that 19 shirt. But like I mentioned, if you're North Coast now, you have to be committing numbers forward. You have to be sending players into the box. You have to switch up your style to try and get a goal back. Here's Lubega. Another name hasn't been called too much in this second half. Had some good moments in the first. Ball up near the top of the box. Nice ball movement there to get to the right-hand side. And a shirt overhead moment that time for the winger over there for North Coast. Couldn't quite see who it was, but definitely a mishit cross that looks instead like a bad shot attempt. Those are always the most frustrating. 83rd minute now. Iron Rose, how much defending will they decide to do? How much will they decide to push for a second? Here's Labega dancing with it. One out by Gonzalez. Outside of the boot cross up there as Cortez to clear it away. It was a nice idea that time. Good awareness by the North Coast goalkeeper to get out, be first to it. Gonzalez. Breichka forward for Hatagan. Space again on the right-hand side. Hatagan pokes that one across, and it was a necessary clearance. In the end, out for an Iron Rose corner. There were 2 in the box, unmarked. Couldn't quite tell who got that last-ditch clearance, but trusted himself to do so with a couple of players lurking in behind. It was the right idea from Roberto Hatagan. Long-range shot comes in, and did that get a touch off of Cortez? It did not. That was Paolo Ionescu, the substitute for Iron Rose. Took a decent effort from the top of the box. Iron Rose will make a couple of more changes, keep those fresh legs on in these final minutes. Just push for this win. Certainly be a gritty one in the heat. Battling a scrappy North Coast team that I mentioned has hung around in plenty of games this season despite their record. Gav Condola coming in for Iron Rose. Here's Ion now for North Coast. Taken away that time. One back quickly, and this is good ball pressure for Iron Rose FC playing with the lead. Juan Maldonado's made some nice plays off the bench. Got that last tackle that allowed Iron Rose to go forward, having to do some defending again here. 86th minute we go. North Coast trying to get into the box. It's blocked away by Ela Globvis there. Trying to turn with it. That time was Ventura. It's cleared away. North Coast having to reset. Can't take too long, though. Here's Ventura. Taken off at that time by Braichka, who's just trying to sprint forward with it and sends through Julian Salesio a chance for a second. Referee says play on. He was challenged from behind. Julian Salado. Ball played forward, and Camacho able to get first to it, and will take his sweet time getting up with it as well. There's a crunching challenge between Cortez and player for Iron Rose. Ref's going to call for a couple of subs. It was Ionescu. Both players on their feet, which is a good sign. Just trying to walk it off. Looked like Ionescu was maybe potentially clutching his head, and the ref you can see signaling to his head if there is any sort of a potential threat of a head injury. It's requirement that the player at least gets looked at, taken to the sideline. So Ionescu is going to come off for Iron Rose. So you have to think a considerable amount of added time at the end of this one. Ball lofted forward. Headed down into the box. It's cleared away. Just booted forward, and you have to think getting close to run to the corner flag and time waste if you're Iron Rose, or perhaps hunt a second. Good possession here in their final third. Nice 1-2 play that time. Getting into the box. A shot comes in, and what a goal! And Iron Rose does indeed get a second. A spectacular effort that time by Juan Maldonado. Just danced around a defender, found it on his right foot, and curled it to the far post. What a run there by Juan Maldonado. Played a nice 1-2 initially to get it back from a teammate. And that should be the decider for Iron Rose FC. Is Paolo Ionescu coming back in, by the way, after clattering with the goalkeeper Cortez. Good to see. But Paolo Ionescu, that'll go down as his first of the season. And it will take some miracle for North Coast to get back in this. And what an effort it's been in this second half for Iron Rose, and just an outstanding individual effort from Ionescu to get in the box and score that one. That ball won back. Iron Rose, they're going to stay hungry. They're looking for a third. Numbers up here, almost like a fast break in basketball. They got forward that quickly. The shot attempt was blocked, though. Iron Rose, that has been the difference. They've won possession back just beyond midfield, or when North Coast is advanced just beyond midfield, Iron Rose has put on some really good pressure to just win the ball back, and then they've tried to go forward quickly all game long when they do win it back. As here comes Jose Gonzalez. Pass attempt was cut off. We are into stoppage time now, and see how many minutes the ref gives for North Coast to try and get 2 goals. Iron Rose can try and ride this out to a really nice bounce back victory. This team lost 5-0 to Bay Valley Suns, then 7-0 to San Ramon Valley. 2 good teams in this league. As there's a 1-2, a chance maybe for a third. It's Ionescu who chips the keeper, but chips it into the side netting. Difficult shot again, going away from the goal that time. But I like the cheekiness that time from Paolo Ionescu. Good to see him lively as well. But 7-0 defeat in their last game. They've conceded 12 goals and scored none, as Camacho comes out for that one on the third ball attempt. Conceded 12, scored none in their last 2 games. They had a 3-1 defeat in the game before that. Last got a win over Afghan Primer 2-1, and so this will feel really good for Iron Rose. They'll head into their final game of the regular season next Saturday, June 14th. They'll face FC Davis here at West Park High School. As Camacho will dive on that one and take his sweet time. Ref is going to add a fair chunk of added time. We had a couple of water breaks and some injuries, but instead he is going to show North Coast FC Soul some mercy, and Iron Rose FC is going to walk away with a 2-0 win. Great bounce back for the host side. They take down North Coast, sending them to 1-1-10 on the season. Iron Rose picking up their 4th victory of the campaign, advancing to 4-0-7. Like I just mentioned, they'll finish play up next Saturday against FC Davis, but we'll sign off here. For Jack Knowlton, we'll sign things off. Iron Rose coast to a 2-0 win over North Coast FC Seoul here on the National Soccer Network.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.